Hey everybody, Rob here for Satderpday 2/13/16. Hanging out again at my parents' house for the day to take care of my cat who's being a little douchebag. So I put him in a room downstairs because he kept trying to bite me. Like, out of nowhere. Like, normally you can rough him up and then he'll want to fight. But, like, occasionally he'll get, like, really angry for no reason and he'll just start to, like, attack. And he did that, and he literally was chewing on my wrist. Luckily he was acting like he wanted attention, he wanted to be picked up, so I picked him up. And he starts, like, chewing on my wrist through my jacket, and I was like, alright, that's enough of that. So, yeah, I put him down, and then he tried to bite my arm, and he tried to bite my leg, and I'm like, okay, what's going on, buddy? It's not okay. It's just not. So I put him into the room, and, I got a hair. Yeah. There it is. A hair of his on my tongue. So, yeah, just kind of hanging out. It's like about 4 or something. 4:22 currently. And I'm pretty much going to be here till like 10, if not a little later, doing laundry and other such things. So, I'm going to be recording, by the way, yeah, everything is going according to plan with Walking Dead. I have the first video ready to go, just need to upload it tomorrow. I'm getting out of work in the late afternoon, so I'm going to pretty much go home and upload it and then watch Walking Dead, because it premieres tomorrow. Tomorrow, which is also a Valentine's Day. Not a fan, so get to just kind of sit there and watch all the couples, and I'm going to be super annoyed. If any of them say coupley things to me, I'm pretty much going to be like, fuck off. So, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, other than that, not really much happening the rest of the weekend. I'm excited for Walking Dead. I'm going to be watching that, and that's pretty much it. The play is going well. For the little bits and pieces that I'm in it. I'm only in 2 scenes. I don't know if I mentioned that before. I know I mentioned that I'm barely in it. But, yeah, only 2 scenes. So we're at the point where we just kind of, like, run through the whole before intermission and after intermission, like, one day at a time. So on Monday, we had done acts, I think it's 1 and 2, and then 3, 4, and 5 are all compressed together in the second half. So we did the first half. And because I'm only in the first scene, I got to leave, and it was super fun. I got to go home. Let's rewind, actually, a little bit before that. This whole week has been really long, but in a good way. So that's kind of fun. It used to be, for me, that I would, just kind of be either at work / school, and then home. And then on the weekend, I'd hang out with Cat and Shy Guy and River and Snuffles when she's not at school. But that was really boring and really, really tiring and annoying, and I hate being at home alone. I hate it. Especially when, that's like literally all I do 6 days out of 7. 6.5. Depends on what we're doing Saturday. But recently, I have been hanging out with my theater friends in the play. So, yeah, Monday was just long in general because it was Monday. So I went to school, and then I had the play, and then I got to go home because, yay, home. And I watched The Magicians. Awesome show on Sci-Fi. Totally recommend it. It's like... It's going to sound weird, but it's like if magic was a thing in the real world. Because they reference other things. It's like the way that, like, the Marvel comic universe is, like, realistic. Like, they have, what am I trying to say? Like, in the Marvel universe, they have Spider-Man comic books. Like, Peter Parker could go down to a comic book store and pick up a Spider-Man comic. And obviously they have no idea who Spider-Man is, so I don't know if they like make up a different identity, whatever. That's not the point. The point is that's how The Magicians is. It's like a world where, you know, you read like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, and in this particular show, there's a book series called Fillory and Further. Not Fillory and Further, Fillory, comma, and Further. Because it's like about jumping to different worlds. It's kind of like in the first Narnia. It actually is kind of like Narnia, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter mixed together. So in the first Narnia book, the Magician's Nephew? Is that what it's called? I think it's called The Magician's Nephew. Anyway, there's like all the different pools, and they all lead to different worlds. It's kind of like that, where the three main characters of Fillory go into Fillory, and then they can travel to different worlds that way. Basically, it's based on a book called The Magicians. The show is based on a book called The Magicians. In the book and the show, there is a fictional series called Fillory and Further. So the main character, Quentin, he was just like obsessed with this book back in high school, and you know, he's the kind of guy who like grew up like always wanting magic to exist, which is kind of one of the reasons I enjoy it so much, because I'm like, the second like some other worldly force comes down and be like, hey, you should come with us, I'll be like, done, peace. So yeah, I'm a bit of a geek. What was I saying? Right. So, you know, they live in this world where it's like, oh, you know, magic is a thing in fiction, and then they find out magic is actually a thing, and it's just really cool. And it's a sci-fi show, so it's like, it's funny and it's dark, and it's really cool. And the way that they do magic is so different from what most things do, where it's like in Lord of the Rings, you know, just kind of like wave your hand or like stomp a staff or something. In Harry Potter, you have your wands and things like that. In this, they do like these really complicated hand movements and something like that. And then that's how the magic works. And they can just do, you know, like wave their hand and like a door opens or something. But it's just really cool. It's definitely like something obsess worthy, where you just like, this is your fucking show for the next, you know, 2 years. And it's already renewed for a second season, so I'm really excited about that. Pretty much I've been waiting for another sci-fi show since Being Human ended, so I'm really excited about this. Yeah, so got to watch that. Anyway, so back to my week. Backtracking. Tuesday happened, and Tuesday I worked, and then, Tuesday. I remember Tuesday now. Tuesday was fucking annoying. So I was supposed to get off of work at 5, and then I had to be at rehearsal at 6:30. It was super slow, so I got to leave at 4. And I find out that I don't have to be at rehearsal until 7:30, because the first hour they were doing other stuff that I wasn't needed for. And then it turned out that we never even, when we got to our part, me and the other person who were just like the two minor characters in that particular scene, we got to the part, and it was literally like, we got there, we made our entrance, and then we ran out of time, so we couldn't do anything. So that was really, really annoying. And so then Wednesday happened, and Wednesday was a stumble through, and that's when they bring in all the tech people and the set people, and they not all of them, but like the leaders, the heads, and they watch us do it, and they watch us, you know, go through, and they kind of get to see where certain things would need to be brought in, or lighting and all that jazz. So did, you know, the first scene that I'm in, and then I just kind of like got to sit there for like 2 hours basically doing nothing. And during our break I was like, hey, what do you want us to do? Because he hadn't decided how he wanted us to exit, because like there's a lot of people on stage, like pretty much the majority of the cast, more than half the cast, is on the stage at this point. And on Tuesday, we hadn't been able to figure out where we were going to exit, because logically it would make sense for us to just go back the way we came, but for like in terms of staging, but in terms of the play, there's no reason for us to go back, and it wouldn't make sense because of what all the other characters are doing. So we didn't really get to finish it on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday I was like, hey, what do you want us to do? And he's just like, you know what, just once you guys are done with your part, just you can just chill, because I have no idea, because we don't have the time. And so by the time we were done with that, like finished the stumble through, it was almost time to go. So we did like a couple other things that I wasn't needed for, and then it was just crazy. But after that, we all went out for tacos at this place, this like authentic Mexican type place. Forget the name of it. It's like, I don't know. That was really fun. And it was one of those things where something else happened. No, that was last week. Never mind. We were there for like 3 hours, but we were only there for like an hour. So that was really fun and just a good time. And then afterward, a couple of us went to this other person's house, and I was there until like 4:30 in the morning. It was just really fun. We were watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which I hated that show when it first came out. But I've met enough people who I'm like, I never would have thought you would like this show. And people who are like, just because you like this show, I wouldn't think that you do. Or like, you two like these totally different types of TV, but you both like this show. So I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So we were just drinking and watching the show, and it was really fun. And I'm actually going to start watching it, so it's already in my Netflix queue. Yay. Other than that, on Thursday, so that was Wednesday, so I had class and then rehearsal and then that. And on Thursday, I didn't have work. That's what it was. I'm like, what happened Thursday? I don't remember Thursday. I didn't work. I just had rehearsal, which super, Thursday was the bad day. So Thursday, what was the first, I had like issues with at home, just family stuff that was really annoying. Just like, is this for real? Like, I can't believe I have to deal with this kind of thing. And so that happened, and I needed to get a lock for my door, but turns out locks are hella expensive. So I came to my parents' house, and I was going to switch out my lock for one of the locks here, one of the doorknobs, I should say, with a lock on it. But locks are different sizes, which I didn't think about at the time, because you have to actually like measure out how like the in the door mechanism that actually like slides shut to lock you in, and then you have to turn the knob to pull it out, kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about? So that didn't want to work. Long story short, I ended up being late to rehearsal, which I told them I'm like, hey, just so you know, I'm going to be late to rehearsal because I had this thing that I have to do. Like, if it were avoidable, I would do it, but I can't. I'm sorry. So I missed my first scene because I ended up getting rehearsal a half hour late. And by the end of the night, we didn't even get to the end. Like, it took us that long to get through everything else that we literally got to the scene before the ending, which is the last scene that I'm in. And we didn't get to do it. So I literally had no reason to be there other than the fact that I have to go in case we get that far. So annoying. So, I'm getting uncomfortable. So, I'm going to try to, oh God. There we go. I'm like half kneeling on the chair right now because I'm like, I can't sit. It's like, it's a bench and it's weirdly uncomfortable. Anyway. I don't know why I'm sitting here in the first place. What was I saying? Right, so Thursday was just a bad day as a whole. And then Friday was fine. I didn't work until yesterday. Friday was yesterday. Didn't work until like later. And then my hair is a mess. I need to shower after this. Oh my God. If this is, it's supposed to go this way, but it grows this way. So I just need to I need to shower. Oh my God, it looks so weird. So went to work and work was fine. It's now that the holidays are done, it's like getting back to normal with our time. Like there's only 2 rushes instead of 6, one after the other. And then the gang and I went to go see Deadpool, which was awesome, by the way. And I hate Deadpool. Like as a character, I have never liked Deadpool. I don't know, the humor that they do is just really annoying to me. Like I'm fine with characters breaking the fourth wall, but combining fourth wall breaking with stupidity, it's just I can't handle it. It's too much. It's like it's stupid humor, which I'm not really a fan of. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, pretty much anything that Will Ferrell is in. Let's go with that. So, like, Talladega Nights, that kind of humor, it's just not funny to me. And I know it's not the same. It's definitely not the same. But I put them in the same place. In my head, they're, like, on the same level of, like, humor that I don't like. So, I don't know. It was just, I've never liked Deadpool. I only like Deadpool when he is not entirely censored, but, like, when he's with Spider-Man, he's not as inappropriate, I guess. Which is weird, because I like inappropriate humor. I don't know. It's difficult to describe. Like, I've tried reading Deadpool comics, and I just don't like them. And, then also, like, when he came out in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, like, I was like, I fucking hate this character. Anyway, so, the movie, however, because I like Ryan Reynolds, and I just knew it was going to be a good movie in general, it is really great. It's like a perfect blend of, like, stupid and inappropriate humor. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But definitely worth going to. Definitely a great movie. And then, yeah. Then today. And I came here. I haven't really done anything else today. It's almost 5, so I feel lazy. But, good week so far. Other than Thursday night, pretty good. We're almost at 17 minutes. So I have nothing else to say, really, because Lord knows nothing's happening tomorrow. And then, I'm just going to sit down again. Fuck it. Then we have, next week is basically for the play the same as this past week. And I'm going to be hopefully hanging out with people again. Oh, so it's been a week since Bayonetta came out. And I don't know if I said last week, I've played my 3DS and Smash in general more in the past week than I have in, like, the past year. So I'm just, like, always want to, like, do a Smash run of it. And Snuffles got me a Lucas amiibo, which I'm excited about. I didn't need to buy Lucas, though, as a character for the games. So I'm going to do that on Friday when I get paid again. But, because I have a new 3DS XL, I can use my amiibos on that. Because normally, like, I don't have a Wii. Like, I share it with Kat and Shy Guy. It's at their apartment. So, but now I have that, I can use the 3DS. And I have... Who do I have? Oh, Morton and DDD. So I need to finish raiding Morton because he's almost done. He's at level 50. I just need to, like, max out his stats. Then I need to start DDD, and then I need to start Lucas once I have Lucas. And then I'm going to get Bayonetta once they release a Bayonetta amiibo. And I want to get Lucina, but I think because I have Bayonetta now, I'm just going to drop Lucina as a main that I use. I still need to get Ness, but Ness is, like, impossible to find when he's not a Japanese version. Which I have a Japanese DDD because they actually, like, work. They're not region locked, but I don't know. Now we're almost 20 minutes. My mind is, like, I have, like, all this pent-up energy because I've been kind of sitting at home all day until I came here. So, yeah, I'm just going to call it a day for the video. And pretty much going to spend the rest of the day other than... No, I thought my laundry stopped. Other than doing my laundry, recording Walking Dead, and then watching Supernatural because I missed last week's episode. So... I will see you all next week, or whatever video you decide to watch next. Stay tuned for Walking Dead. Telltale. I always say I don't know. Whatever. I need to shower. That'll calm me down. So, like I said, I will see you all later. Give this video a like if you like it. And hit the subscribe button down below to see more from me, including Telltale's The Walking Dead and Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea, which I only uploaded one video this week, just because of rehearsal. But hopefully, I'm gonna try and upload one on Monday, if I don't have to be at rehearsal the whole day, and like one on probably Wednesday or Thursday, because I'll have to be there. Oh no, it depends on what time I'm out on Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. See you all later. Later.